Anna Nicole Smith, an American model, actress, and reality television star, was born on November 28, 1967, in Mexia, Texas. She became widely known through Playboy Gas, Jeans, and later as the chaotic, unforgettable face of The Anna Nicole Show, one of the most watched reality shows of its time. And she tragically died on February 8, 2007, at the age of 39, in a hotel room at the Seminole Hard Rock Hotel in Hollywood, Florida, due to an accidental overdose from a dangerous combination of prescription drugs. In her final days, Anna was extremely sick, suffering from a high fever, flu-like symptoms, and a serious bacterial infection caused by repeated injections. She refused hospital care and stayed inside her hotel suite, growing weaker by the hour. To sleep and manage pain, she was taking multiple powerful medications at the same time, including chloral hydrate, methadone, Valium, Ativan, and other sedatives, a mix that slowly shut down her central nervous system. On the morning of February 8th, she became confused, barely responsive, and collapsed in her room. A private nurse found her unconscious and called 911 at 1:38 p.m. CPR was attempted as paramedics rushed her to the hospital, but her body had already shut down. She was pronounced dead at 2:49 p.m. The medical examiner confirmed her death was caused by combined drug intoxication, with illness and infection making the overdose fatal. Gia Allemand, an American model, actress, and reality television star, was born on November 20, 1983. She became widely known through ABC's The Bachelor and Bachelor Pad, where her emotional openness made her a familiar face to reality TV audiences, along with minor acting roles and modeling work. She tragically died on August 14, 2013, at the age of 29, in New Orleans, Louisiana, after being removed from life support following a suicide attempt at her home. In the hours leading up to her death, Gia had been emotionally overwhelmed after a serious argument with her boyfriend, NBA player Ryan Anderson, inside their New Orleans residence. After the argument, Anderson left the home. Sometime later, Gia was alone and in distress. She used a vacuum cleaner cord and attempted to hang herself from the handrail of a spiral staircase. She was without oxygen for an estimated 30 to 40 minutes, causing severe brain damage. When Anderson returned, he found her unconscious and immediately called 911, attempting CPR until paramedics arrived. Gia was rushed to University Hospital, where doctors placed her on life support and conducted neurological tests. Over the next 2 days, it became clear that the lack of oxygen had caused irreversible brain and organ failure. On August 14th, with her mother and loved ones present, the decision was made to withdraw life support. Gia passed away shortly after. The coroner officially ruled her death a suicide, ending her life in a sudden and devastating way. Christina Grimmie, born on March 12, 1994, was an American singer and songwriter who rose from YouTube covers to global fame, later becoming a finalist on The Voice Season 6, loved for her raw voice and close bond with fans. On the night of June 10, 2016, Christina performed at the Plaza Live Theater in Orlando, Florida, opening for the band Before You Exit. The show ended around 10 p.m., and as always, she stayed back for a meet and greet, signing autographs and hugging fans. Security at the venue was light. Bags were checked, but no full-body searches were done. Around 10:45 p.m., as the line of fans grew shorter, a man named Kevin James Loibel, a 27-year-old obsessed follower who had traveled from another city with a planned intention to kill her, stepped forward. Christina saw him, smiled, and opened her arms, thinking he was just another shy fan asking for a hug. In that exact moment, he pulled out a 9mm handgun and fired at point-blank range, striking her in the head and chest. She collapsed instantly as screams filled the room. Her brother Marcus Grimmie, who was standing nearby, rushed forward and tackled the gunman to stop him. During the struggle, Loibel broke free, backed against a wall, and shot himself in the head, dying at the scene. Christina was rushed to Orlando Regional Medical Center with critical injuries and a weak pulse. Doctors fought for hours to save her, but the damage was too severe. Just after midnight on June 11, 2016, at only 22 years old, Christina Grimmie was pronounced dead from her gunshot wounds. What began as a night of music ended in silence, shock, and a loss that still haunts the world. Valerie Fairman, born in Oxford, Pennsylvania, was a reality TV personality known for her appearance on MTV 16 and Pregnant. She became known to audiences for her struggles with teen pregnancy and life challenges, and she had a daughter, Nevaeh Lynn. Behind the camera, her life was marked by ongoing battles with substance abuse and attempts at rehabilitation. On December 21, 2016, at the age of 23, Valerie was visiting a friend's home in Coatesville, Pennsylvania. In the late afternoon, she went into a locked bathroom and did not come out for an extended period. Her friend, growing concerned, broke down the door and found Valerie unresponsive, slumped against the wall. Emergency services were immediately called to the scene. Paramedics arrived and assessed the situation, quickly identifying evidence consistent with a multiple drug overdose, including traces of substances and paraphernalia nearby. Valerie was rushed to Brandywine Hospital in Callan Township, but despite the rapid response, she was pronounced dead at approximately 5 p.m. In the final hours leading up to her death, Valerie's struggles with addiction had taken a toll on her body and mind. She had previously been to multiple rehab facilities, yet had repeatedly relapsed and had faced legal challenges, including a recent traffic-related arrest just a week prior. Her death, caused entirely by the overdose, was sudden, leaving her friends, family, and young daughter in shock. Ashley Ross, born in Chattanooga, Tennessee, was a reality TV personality known for her role on Lifetime's Little Women, Atlanta, where she was affectionately called M's Minnie. She became beloved by audiences for her kind spirit, vibrant personality, and her mission to illuminate the struggles of little people. On the evening of Sunday, April 26, 2020, Ashley was driving her Nissan Sentra southbound on Old National Highway in Atlanta, Georgia, when tragedy struck. Around 11 p.m., her vehicle struck a curb, causing her to lose control. The car swerved violently, crossing into the northbound lanes, directly into the path of an oncoming Ford Focus. The collision was head-on, and Ashley sustained critical injuries, including broken legs and a neck injury. Emergency responders arrived at the scene, quickly assessing her condition and rushing her to Grady Memorial Hospital. Throughout the next 24 hours, doctors worked desperately to stabilize her, performing imaging studies and emergency care to address her severe injuries. Despite every effort, the damage proved too great. On Monday, April 27, 2020, at approximately 10:30 p.m., she was pronounced dead, her life cut tragically short. Investigations later confirmed that Ashley had been at fault in the crash, and no third vehicle or alcohol/drug involvement was reported. Her death left a profound shock on her family, friends, and fans, and the cast of Little Women. Atlanta paid tribute to her in the show's 6th season, mourning the sudden loss of their beloved friend and colleague. Rachel Brown, born in 1966 in Texas, was an American personal chef and a contestant on Hell's Kitchen Season 2, known for her dedication in the kitchen and for finishing 7th on the intense reality competition, earning the respect of viewers and peers for her hard-working nature. On the morning of May 9, 2007, Rachel was at her home in Bedford, Texas, continuing her work as a personal chef and teaching culinary classes, seemingly carrying on with normal life. That day, however, the weight of her personal struggles became unbearable. Hours later, she made the tragic decision to take her own life. Around mid-morning, Rachel retrieved a firearm and, alone in her home, inflicted a fatal gunshot wound. Emergency services were called immediately after she was discovered unresponsive by a family member or close friend. But when paramedics arrived, they confirmed she had already passed. The Tarrant County medical examiner later ruled her death a suicide, noting that while her appearance on Hell's Kitchen brought her into the public eye, underlying personal pressures, including the disappointment from her performance decline after teammate Heather West's elimination, had contributed to her final actions. Rachel's passing at the age of 41 shocked the culinary and reality TV communities, prompting discussions about the intense environment of reality shows and the mental health challenges contestants face.